Welcome back in, everyone, to EA Sports coverage of the NFL. It's been a tight game throughout, and it remains that way as we pick up the action in the fourth quarter. Faking the give. Now Watson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Patrick Queen in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Following that sack, Watson and the Browns backed up for 3rd and long. Back to throw here. Open man, that's Tillman. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that's going to make it 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Now Austin. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. Meanwhile, Pickett's throw complete here to his receiver Brown. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Swift going to try up the middle. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. A tackle by Cole Holcomb. Now 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 51 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Now run straight ahead with Warren. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Now Pickett will look to pass it. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Here's Pickett. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
To throw on 3rd down, Matthews. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. So here are the Browns to take over. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak, on top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. Now Watson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
I think this will run a ride very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 14-yard line.
Once again, it's Swift. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
That solid gainer will put them on the doorstep of the end zone. More importantly, it gives them a fresh set of downs. Nice work right there.
Inside of 2 minutes remaining in a 2-point ball game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. Now 1st and goal. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. Here's Swift. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
Partner, you got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Here's Pickett. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
3rd and goal, the ball at the 11. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Boswell's kick is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. So now it's Watson and the Browns down 20-19. A minute 16 remaining. A 4th straight defeat looming on the horizon, barring a comeback here as they've got it with a 1st down. Into the hands of Cooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Watson to throw. They set up the screen to Chubb. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. They come up now on 2nd and 2. Watson. He'll work that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. And everybody thinking about the possible field goal on 4th. It would be 58 yards from here. To throw, Watson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Here's Watson. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Official foul, roughing the tackle, defense.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. Well, the entire game coming down to this kick from Cade York. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. And now an all rest on the right foot of their kicker. From the right hash, this for the win. And this one is right through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So it's another field goal here. He may need to ice his leg after this one. That's now 5 field goals converted in this game alone.
Yeah, get the trainer. They're going to need this guy. And they've needed every single one of the field goals he's made, too. If they're going to get out of here with a win, I say he gets a game ball.
Well, this one, partner, was fun down at the very end. They got the points late.
It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports.
And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
And when you watch Kenny Pickett play, you see a young man who got better every season in college and really blossomed in his final campaign, took his game to a new level, and made him a first-round pick in the NFL. He's the type of kid who can beat you with his mind, beat you with his arm, and occasionally with his legs. A tough, skilled performer. Kenny Pickett, he's got some moxie to him.
5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Second and 5 at the 30-yard line.
From the gun, here's Pickett. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. George Pickens, the intended target, and it's 3rd and 5. You look at this Raiders defense. They've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the check up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by their quarterback standing at 6'2" from Eastern Illinois. It's Jimmy Garoppolo.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
Yeah, boy, and it's tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down. A check on Jacobs from a week ago. 18 carries, 95 yards.
And as we discovered in talking with the coaching staff prior to the game, going up against a team that struggled against the run has only emboldened them to run the football more. I expect 40 to 50 carries in this game.
So nothing doing there. And now it's 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Garoppolo. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. On play action, it's Garoppolo. Short throw to Smith.
Let's not quibble about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take what you can get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Garoppolo now. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Davante Adams with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the Raiders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. You look at this Raiders defense, and they've been excellent against the pass. The number 6 unit in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. This will be fielded at the 17. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw, it's Garoppolo.
And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's second down.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
So on 4th down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. The back deep for the Steelers is Calvin Austin.
That's taken on the 25. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs.
At the 31-yard line. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Roughing the passer, defense.
So roughing the passer call is accepted, and this officiating crew not making very many friends here with this crowd.
Yeah, we all know that everyone accuses the officials of kind of playing to the home team, but not in this case. They're just trying to administer the game the way it's supposed to be. That drew the flag.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Pickett back to the air on 2nd down.
And his throw is incomplete.
Cartwright came into this game eager to see how they would hold up the man coverage. And on that play, they held up quite well.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett.
That is caught. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
First catch so far by Pickens. It's good for a 1st down. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. The Steelers at 4-5, a game under 500. They were losers their last time out, trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home, but sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Matthews. And that's incomplete.
That was well played, but that's also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Pickett now from the gun here.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Maurice Hurst with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
And Garoppolo going to lead the Raiders up here 1st and 10.
At their 25-yard line.
He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
The second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Garoppolo going to try and throw on third. That one taken in by Adams. And he's going to have the Raiders first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Myers. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up second down. To throw is Garoppolo. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, not that we had any questions, but it's obvious his arm does not hurt today, does it? He does not mind slinging it around.
He is firing that pigskin around the yard.
Yeah, putting it deep downfield, taking shots. Unsuccessful there, but I like his moxie.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And the Steelers set to take the field. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Pickett sets up play action. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Here's Braden Mann now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. 51 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. As they've got it as we resume action. Now Garoppolo. That's complete into the hands of Myers. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
On play action, now Garoppolo. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Nick Herbig able to record his 5th sack of the season. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
And you can't help but have flashbacks to the fourth quarter of Super Bowl 54. Emmanuel Sanders overthrown, and that was a similar tough.
Now Garoppolo is in trouble, and down he goes. Nick Herbig. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. On fourth down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Here's Austin. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting 50% thus far.
Certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. Back to throw, Pickett. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Out now is the punter, Braden Mann. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Raiders now to take over. They're on the good side of this game right now with a lead, but they were on the bad side last week in that loss to Cincinnati, so now trying to make amends. And Garoppolo going to lead the Raiders up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Short throw to Smith, and he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. T.J. Watt coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Now Austin. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got this to Pickens. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. This is Swift on the counter. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Matthews. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Tershawn Wharton, the defensive
defensive tackle getting in there for a loss of 5. The Steelers on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 17. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Boswell's kick is good, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
The Raiders now set to get the football back.
And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. That's to the Notre Dame man, Michael Mayer. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Jacobs going to try the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. 3-4 defense, and that O-line really dominated the D-line on that play.
And think of it this way. With a 3-4, you have a natural bubble over each guard because those guys don't have defenders over them. Oftentimes, if you want to run up the middle, they can get upfield and get on the linebackers right now, and that gives the running back a heck of a chance to get into the secondary.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Garoppolo now. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 41 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Garoppolo. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his 2nd drop of the game. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does. As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick six.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Pickett will try to throw for this. And that is caught for the 2 points. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick six, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to return.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. A quick throw out to Adams on the perimeter. And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. Now Garoppolo throwing on second. Now Garoppolo lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead. And it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. On third down, here comes Jacobs. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on fourth down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
The Steelers taking over now late in this first half. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. Pickett to throw on first down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Pickett. And this one incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
This time they stay on the ground. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
And the half will begin with a touchback. The Raider offense ready to go here to start the third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. 1st and 10, here's Pickett. Over the middle, complete. It's Watkins. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Gain of 7 brings up 2nd and 3 at the 39-yard line.
From the gun, here's Swift. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
It's a gain of 6. 1st down, Steelers.
They'll run right here with Swift. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 36 yards on the play. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Pickett back to throw. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Back to the running game with Swift. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. So no gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Swift will score. Touchdown, Steelers. And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just one play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends are on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of the tight end more as a pass catcher. But this group, they tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now 21-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jacobs. And he'll get it up near the So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Matthews. And the Raiders have got him. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
Only 3 yards on the pickup. They'll be left staring at a 3rd and 14.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
So here's a 3rd and 14. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Here's one deep for Pickens.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Now, you don't want to see that penalty at any point, but it adds a little extra to it when it comes on 3rd down.
It certainly does, because if this were a boxing match, they had him on the ropes there. 3rd down incompletion, 4th down upcoming. Instead, that mistake resets everything back to 1st down, which means they have to stay on the field longer to try and stop this drive.
From the 20, here's 2nd down and 1. Pickett. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and he's just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Looking to throw, Pickett.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Pickett will look to throw it here.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted.
Jacorian Bennett has it. And the Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one, because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
And they'll get him down up past the 15.
Leave it right in the back. Offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
In his own end zone, it's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
At this point in the game, and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety.
Partner, give that coordinator a raise, because he's been pedal to the metal all game, sending rushers from all angles at the quarterback. And there, within range of a safety, he really made the right call, and it got him to the ground and picked up 2 points.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line.
Back to throw, Pickett. Short throw caught by Dulcich.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's second down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
On second down, Swift.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on third down. Here's Pickett. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on third down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team inside the 20, and it's at the 17-yard line.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Remember, they had the safety go against them the last time they had it. Fortunately, their defense just forced the punt, so they'll try again as they start 1st and 10. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs.
And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's second down. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Vegas. Fielded at about the 28. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody.
So from the 37, here's 2nd and 3. Swift going to try up the middle. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 49 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
He'll get this off to Swift.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be second down.
Now a give right side Swift.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on third down.
Here's Pickett. Got an open man. It's Pickens. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. Back to throw. Pickett. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up second down. Looking to throw. Pickett. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
Tershawn Wharton
picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he'll
he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. So Pickett is off to the sideline, and Chris Boswell is on for the Steeler field goal try. Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this 4th quarter. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And that's complete to Adams. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Once again, it's Swift. And this time he won't even make it back to the line of scrimmage as they stop him in his tracks. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Pickett now to throw off the play fake. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On the handoff, this is Swift. And this carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, just not much room there to operate. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The ball on the 8 still could get a 1st down technically. 2nd and 7. They toss it to Warren. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
I like the call. Inside the red zone running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's at the cornerback position.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. DeAndre Swift with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Steelers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Boswell good with the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle, he's got Myers. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
10 at the 39.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Back to the air on second. It's Garoppolo. A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's 3rd and 7.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Myers. And they get him down about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 3rd down pickup of 5. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They go with Jacobs. And he is going to have a Raiders first down as they wind up getting 4 there on 4th and 1. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Garoppolo now. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And this game, it could very well turn out to be the shocker of the weekend. Not too many expecting them to come in here and win, and they're not just winning, they're dominating and now trying to finish this one off. Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. 2 yards on the 1st down carry and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
But that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. Now run straight ahead with Warren. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Pay attention.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Well, on one side of this, Charles, an impressive victory. On the other, I mean, you think about it, they scored in the first quarter, but then they didn't score in quarters 2, 3, or 4. They're going to have a lot of work to do before stepping back on the field.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting tape to analyze, won't it? Because why did it work in the first quarter, but nothing in quarters 2, 3, and 4?
Bye.